We've got real NBA 2K23 footage to go over in this video and much more. Welcome back, Plug Nation. You already know we got some great information. I don't like to waste any time, so whatever you got to do, make sure that like button is blue. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's get it right into the news. So Scottie Barnes was able to play NBA 2K23 early. As you all know, they had a Las Vegas event where a bunch of celebrities and NBA players and stuff came out to play the game, and this is what he said about NBA 2K23. Now, keep in mind, we'll talk about it a little bit more after, but this is just play now on probably like rookie or pro, so we'll see, but let's roll it right now.
Is 2K23 good? It has some flaws right now. In the play now, everybody's shot was slow. I don't think I really like the meter that much. The defense is just like 22 next gen. The movement is pretty solid. I feel like you can hit more contested shots. Like if it's a late closeout, you can hit more shots. It's pretty solid. I was busting people's.
So Scottie Barnes said that the shots were slow. That can easily change once we get the jump shot creator. The meter's not good, not worrying me because I don't use the meter, but maybe you guys that use the meter could be worried. But I looked at it, I've showed it in the videos. It doesn't look that bad. Maybe it's not that good in the gameplay. He said defense is the same as 22 next gen, which kind of does worry me. I don't know if he's talking about paint defense, but if he is talking about paint defense, that is kind of worrying. It is better on next gen, but it's still bad compared to, you know, like 2K21, 2K20. Then he said movement is solid, which is cool because 2K22 next gen movement is good. It's a little bit clanky, but it's definitely better than 22 current. If they made it just a tiny bit more smooth, it can be excellent. So I would say it's good right now on 22 next gen. If they made it a bit better, it might be excellent next year. And he said you can hit more contested shots. Now, hit more contested shots is very hard to determine if that's going to be in the part game mode because the demo is on like rookie or pro, a very low difficulty, so you're gonna be able to green more contested shots. So he said that's on late closeouts. Now, if it's on late closeouts, that is actually something great that I like because this year and just in many 2Ks, there's way too many ghost contests. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna sit here and describe it, but we've got some NBA 2K23 gameplay, and this gameplay, it is literally a lot you can take from it. Like, you got to keep in mind it is on rookie or pro, but let's roll it once or twice and look at it. I actually do believe there's a good amount you can take from this clip right here. So it is Celtics versus the Suns, and as you will see, 9-0 right here, the team is going to have the ball, do a little snatch back. The player doesn't slide a lot, as you see, recovers pretty good. This is in super slow motion so that we can look at it. Passes it to the corner. It's a late switch to get onto the defender, but he's still able to laterally move with his hands up. Once there should be a bump, he goes for a spin and completely gets off it and then does a very close shot. So there's some things in this that is good, I can see is definitely good, and then some things that are very worrying at the same time. So once again, does a little snatch back, almost to no slide at all. Passes it to the corner. As you'll see, the defender switches onto the guy as man defense late, but is still able to laterally move pretty good with the hands up. There's got to be a bump right here. There has to be a bump. Does a spin, completely gets off him like he's not there at all. Now, I can't see who the defender is, so maybe that will change if you have a better defender, but I don't know. Doesn't look good, and it doesn't look horrible at the same time. You were able to laterally move pretty good even with the hands up, but then there should have been a bump on that spin, and then the spin turns into a 2-foot close shot. That was also green. Now, I'm not really worried about the green because it is on rookie or pro, but I don't like how that little 2-foot spin turns into a close shot. So I don't know, man. It's looking a little, it's just one play, okay? We can't say a lot over one play, but you could definitely see a good amount from that play, if that makes sense. But anyway, we have Brother Jones, who said in seasons NBA 2K23, do you want the ability to grind season progression in my career? ? So let me know, do you guys think that you should be able to earn that in the my career? So I'll go ahead and tell you my opinion. I think it is completely fine to have 2K let you be able to get your level up in my career, but a huge but is they cannot make it like 2K19 or 2K18. The biggest issue with 2K19 and 2K18 was you were able to get your level up in my career, which isn't a big deal at all, except for the fact it was much easier once perfected especially, much faster to gain that level in my career than versus real people. Obviously, you should earn more playing real people than playing bots, right? So that is my only contingency. If you're gonna put it in the game, I'm completely fine with it. Especially, people don't have teammates to play with, all that type of stuff. Maybe they're very brand new to the game, and anything, right? Any type of situation, cool. Let them be able to earn it, but cannot be anywhere near playing real human beings. Anyway, Drummy made a fascinating tweet about inflation at its finest. 2K17 clothing on the left, 2K22 clothing on the right. Now, of course, there is some cheaper clothing in 2K22 than 16,000, but a lot of the very nice clothes in 2K is insanely expensive. The nicest clothes back in 2K17, 2K16 was 1,000 VC, 2,000 VC. Now you've got some that are 25,000, 30,000 for literally one piece of digital clothing. Now, that is never going to go back to how it was back in the day, but it's just really interesting, especially for people that, I know there's a lot of people that might be watching that haven't played the older 2Ks and didn't know, or just forgot how crazy it's went up over the past few years. But anyway, Brother Jones said, bring back the 21 court from 2K16 and 2K23. These courts was lit. And it just made me think, like, I wasn't even a big fan of this court. It was okay. But something that isn't okay is the fact that 2K22 has 6 twos courts. I don't think there's a single human being on the planet that thinks that's a good idea. So how about next year we take off 2 to 3 courts and you add that court back. You add a 1v1 court. Maybe that 1v1 court is only for, let's say, point guards and shooting guards. The other is small forward and down. So, people can twerk on other men for 15 seconds and then throw up a post hook, and it doesn't have to be on just guards. So maybe they can prove they have a little bit more skill. Hey, I'm going crazy. But anyway, let's talk about this next thing right here. Solo said, we need a 2K ID like how Fortnite has an Epic ID. If I could just sign into my 2K ID and have all my builds on each console, that would be fire. And it reminded me that Fortnite also has creator codes, which other games do as well, and 2K has never implemented something like that into the game. I mean, it is actually insane if you do the math. Say a YouTuber posts a video on a build, and 1,000 people out of 100,000 that watch that, that's only 1%, right? 1% of those people make that build, which is $50 of VC or something close to that. I mean, if you're on next gen, it's more than that. But let's just talk about current gen. That is $50,000 that YouTuber made 2K. That is insane. And I know a lot of it is more than 1% of the people making the build that watch the video. Isn't that crazy? Have you ever thought of it like that? Yet we still don't have any type of creator code to get any type of money for the creators that are making 2K all day. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild to me. But anyway, if you don't remember or didn't see it at the time, there was about 2 to 3 weeks earlier in the 2K22 year when people were freaking out because you were able to go back and play NBA 2K16, 2K17 with a PC mod that's able to let you play in the park, pretty much blacktop, but you're in the park. Well, it's actually advanced further, and I'm going to update you guys, of course, if he does even more. But this guy on Twitter said, finally got my park level offline. Now all I got to do is level up. So if this guy is somehow able to keep your level being able to actually be earned, quote unquote, offline, and get some servers up where people are able to play against each other, some people could definitely come back to 2K17 and start a little trend with this. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'll update you guys if I see more, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the PC modders can do because they are honestly so good at what they do. I mean, I know there's so many different varieties of what people do on there with the mods and stuff, but they are amazing. And 2K, you got to look into hiring some of these people, to be honest, because they're very good at what they do. But anyway, our next tweet is from 2K Intel, who said, it's that time of the year. The cycle of Mike Wang, aka Baluba, the gameplay director, the guy that makes the biggest game decisions, to hype up the game, act like he listens to the community, drop the game, and disappear. Mike Wang, look, hey, that's just how it is. We all know it, okay? You can laugh about it. It's okay. You don't got to be mad, but that's what time it is. Mike Wang is going to be showing up out of nowhere very soon to be talking about 2K23 gameplay. And as you all know, usually every year he's gone. I mean, he's been gone for like 7 months. He's made 2 or 3 tweets in like 7 months, and then just randomly in like a week or two, he'll make 20 tweets in one day. People are starting to tweet at him and ask him, you know, this and this about the game, and he picks and chooses what he wants to answer. So he'll make 10 to 20 tweets in one day, then he'll take a day off or two, then boom, 20 more tweets. It's pretty wild. The Mike Wing machine is crazy, and it's coming soon. You guys know it's all going to be right here. Colton Man said, NBA 2K15 will always have the best perks. No unnecessary stores, just 3 dedicated servers to hoop. I miss it so much. And you guys know my catchphrase. I'm not even going to say it, but back in the day, we had vibes. The affiliations we have now are not affiliations. They are not what we asked for. They are stickers on the ground in the city. Back in the day, as you can see right here, you had vibes. Sunset Beach. Do I have to say it again? You see it. Rivet with the chain nets. The factory in the background. Then just look at it. Look at the vibes. Now you have stickers on the ground. Those are not the affiliations we asked for. So it brings it back to another thing that I always say. Yes, 2K can bring back exactly, quote unquote, what we asked for, but it doesn't mean it's going to be executed correctly. For example, the jetpack this year. We had a jetpack in the game, but you can't walk around with it. You can't play on the court with it. You can't have a mascot on at the same time that you have the jetpack. Nothing like it was back in the day. Apparently, you can't even bring it into the stage. So that is not what we asked for. Yes, the jetpack did come back, but not in the way that it was back in the day. Anyway, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new. Drop a like if you haven't yet. It's your boy Bashplug. You've been plugged in, and I'm out. Peace. Also, click one of these 2 videos. Just click one of these 2 videos right here. You know you want to. Click one of them. You're still listening to me. Just click the video. Hey, right there. One of these 2, unless you've already seen them both, but you know, you probably haven't. So check one of these 2 out, and I'm out. Peace.